So as you can see, these people are in their houses enjoying their TV and stuff. Let's wake them up. Hello everybody and welcome to Simulate Gaming, and welcome back to Sandy Bay here on Farming Simulator 17. So last time you heard from me, we had the contractors over and they were doing our big fields at the top for us of the grass. They've gone ahead and kind of filled the silage camp. I say kind of because unfortunately the yield was a bit terrible this year. Of course, we took over the farm halfway through the year, so we didn't actually start it from the ground up. So the yield's been a little bit rubbish, but I'll quickly go ahead and show you that. Before we do that, actually, I was meant to go over here. So we're going to go ahead and get this taken off. So far, let's remove the latches here. We'll jump in to the JCB telehandler. Let's get the GoPro strapped to our heads here, like so. But before we get going, we have some good news. The boys over at Instant Gaming, alongside myself, are giving you the chance to win a copy of Farming Simulator 19 or any game of your choosing. All you have to do is follow the link in the description box down below where it will say competition. Sign up on Instant Gaming, completely free. Head over to the page, what is linked in the description box down below. You can type in any game you want, so you can go to Red Dead Redemption if you want, or you can do, of course, Farming Simulator 19. Let's go ahead and click Let's Go. There is your competition as all you have to do. If you want extra entries, completely free as well, you can go ahead and click these buttons down here. Each one of these buttons is another entry. All you have to do is follow them and you get extra entries to the competition. So you can have 8 entries altogether, meaning you have 8 times as much chance of winning the game of your choosing. Once again, hope you guys enjoy and good luck. And let's get this thing into reverse. We'll get our beacon lights on just for health and safety. There we go. We need to head over to be fair, I could have took the bell forks over with me, but I think we're just going to leave them there where we keep our bells for now anyway. So sorry I've not recorded for a while, a vlog for you guys. I've been, well, as of late, been playing Red Dead Redemption. I'm sure you guys, some of you guys are in the same boat. Unfortunately it's not on PC just yet. But we're finally back out on the farm right now. We've dragged ourselves away from the house before we got in trouble with the wife. Let's go ahead and pick up. We're actually using our manure fork today. Let's go ahead and pick that up like that. We'll get it back into reverse. This thing's actually only just fits through the door, so we need to be careful. There we go, we did alright. So, we're not actually picking up manure today. In fact, I need to check what the animal's food's like in a second. But until we do that, we're going to be using... I'm going to get that up in the air, seeing as we're not going on the public roads. We're going to be using this because one of the trailers dumped at the front of the clamp, not at the back of the clamp. A little bit annoying. We're going to quickly sort that out and put that at the back of the clamp. This is the only thing we've got. Now, luckily, it's quite moist, which is bad for silage. It's meant to be quite dry. So it should stick. It shouldn't fall through the middle. But it doesn't matter if it does too much because we are going to get a bucket at some point anyway. But hopefully, it's moist enough today that we can just pick it up. I know moist forage isn't really a good thing. But we'll deal with it today. And then hopefully we'll let it dry out and stuff. We need to compact it as well at some point. So let's go ahead, make a start on this. Grab a little pile of that. Now you can see it's completely sticking to the grab there. So yeah, way too moist at the moment. Right, let's go ahead and drop it over here. If I can remember how to use the joystick on this thing. There we go, we'll extend that out. Now luckily, I'll show you in a second actually, we can put this thing all the way out without any issues because we do have the weight on the back of this thing. This is not actually designed on the telehandler itself, as you guys know. It's just a weight we have on the back, which is why it says Lieber, not JCB. We can take it off if we want. When the clamp's a bit more full, I think we'll do that. So yeah, this is our first job today. We need to make sure we don't damage the forks though by scraping it along the ground. That's the only thing. So like I said, we've got to check the animals today, and we're also going to be picking up the rest of our silage. We've got one field that's cut and windrowed, but not actually collected just yet. We're going to be doing that ourselves. They cut it for us, but they didn't collect it for us by request. We actually asked that because I do want to go ahead and test out our forage harvester. But it's a little bit smaller, that field, so I thought I'd rather... If anything was to break down, for example, I'd much rather it be on a smaller field. Right, okay, everybody, so we are now just unloading the final little bit here. As you can see, it's barely anything on the forks. Now, little disclaimer, the in-cab GoPro, aka the wheel cam, just stopped working. So hopefully you guys can actually still hear me at this point. I have switched to my backup camera, so hopefully the quality isn't too bad. It's not as good as the normal GoPro, but hopefully you guys can still see properly. If not, then you should actually be able to see anything, because if it's too bad, I won't bother putting it in the video. So if there's no wheel cam here on out, I do apologise. But, yeah. I think my GoPro's broke, which is a shame, just in time for FS19 as well. Very, very annoying. But what we're going to do, eh? I'll have to get another one when I get a chance. So, yeah, we've still got the GoPro on our head, just not the in-cab one. Of course, I'm trying to roleplay that. What I'm trying to say is my wheel cam's just broke. Quickly, let's go ahead and check the animals. Actually, they're alright. They need a bit of silage, but of course it's summer, so they don't actually need that just yet. Hay pellets, that's because we've got the Stradon turned on. They could do with a bit of hay and grass. Yeah, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take over one bale of hay. We'll just use this. We'll just use this and take it over. Why not? So we'll take over one of them. That should do them for today at least. Of course, they've also got the grass in the field to chew on as well. Right, so hopefully we can actually pick these up. These are big bales, of course, so... we do have some more of these, by the way. They're still out in the field currently, but it is summer, so they should be okay. We do need to get them in pretty ASAP, though. Go ahead and have a look on the outside here. Right, is it going to let us grab them? That is the question. Yeah, it did. Cool. So we've got one hay bale here. We're just going to go ahead and turn out here. It's probably going to be the easiest way. Take us over to the cow shed. And give this to them. So then, after this, of course, we'll go ahead and do a little bit more silage... or foraging, I like to call it. A lot of people say silage work. It's not technically silage work to me until it's actually fermented into silage. So I'm going to call it forage work. Let's go do some forage work. We're going to head... hopefully our New Holland harvester will turn on. It's very, very old. If you guys didn't see the video of us picking it up, I recommend going back and watching that. Right, where do we have to go? I believe it's in here. We've still got the gate open because we've closed that end gate. So this is just ours to run through, basically. So what we need to do now is find the spot. Right, I'll tell you what, we'll put it in the middle here. Get the strings cut off it in a second. Just let them launch off this sort of thing. Now there's also, I just noticed a bit of mess on the ground, so we'll look into doing that as well. Is it going to accept this? Right, let's go ahead and get the strings off. We'll spread it around with a good old-fashioned pitchfork. And that should be them. Let's go ahead and reverse this out first of all. I love the turning radius on this thing. It's very, very good, this JTB, for turning. Right, let's go ahead, get the strings cut off that bale. Get the pitchfork. Let's get it turned off, save diesel. And we'll spread it around manually. Alright, okay, one last quick job to do before we finally go out and do our silage work. Now, a lot of people have been asking about the case when we're actually going to use it today. That's what we're going to be using for foraging. A little bit overkill, but we're going to go ahead and start getting that oil moving around and stuff like that. Right, let's go ahead and first of all get this homemade... what would you call this thing? Well, first of all, I need to get that turned on like that now. Must remember we're driving backwards, so the controls are inverted. Lower that down. And we'll start scooping this up and put it back in to the trough. These are a bit messy, these cows, I've noticed. Right, a little bit over here as well. Let's drive forward here. I think that's worked. I think that has worked a little bit there that we've just missed. Dang it. Let's go ahead and get that bit there. Oh, I think we're done. Let's just go ahead and assume that's done, actually. Let's get that lifted up again. We'll get it turned off. So this is a little bit of a homemade contraption that we made. It's just basically a tyre stuck to a carousel, basically. But that's it done. So, with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the case Puma. Hopefully it works. We haven't used it properly just yet. We also need to get our silage trailer, which we're actually borrowing from the store. But first of all, before we go do that, actually, let's go ahead and make sure the combine's actually working. We'll run over there eventually. Right. Okay. So Billy Bob's actually already moved the corn chopper. What do you call that thing? The corn, not corn header. You know what I mean? The corn header. I'm just gonna call it that for chaffing. So we've gone ahead and faced it in. So now we've actually got the pickup, which is what we're going to be using today. It's already into swaths, like I said earlier. Let's go ahead and, if we can jump up. Might be easier with this. Right, so let's go ahead and get her turned on. Hopefully she turns on. Seems like she's going to. She has a complete engine overhaul, by the way. This is the first time we've used it properly since the overhaul. Because when we got this, she was in pretty bad shape, if you guys saw the video. Let's go ahead and drive up slow. If this thing like sort of sits over the attacher, unlike the more modern stuff that we get to use, it's a little bit weird hooking this thing up, but never mind. She seems okay. Oil seems to be flowing. Where's our gauges? There they are. Temperatures are okay. They're slowly creeping up actually. Fuel's full. Voltage is full. Everything seems okay. Everything's in the green so far anyway. Temperature is going up and down. You see that one is the third one in. Temperature's going up and down a little bit, but not to worry. We're getting forward, you. Alright, so what we're going to do whilst we let this thing warm up is go collect the rented silage trailer. We don't have a silage trailer just yet, unfortunately, because as you can see, we're running out of money pretty quickly. We've still got to pay off £400,000. We're running out of time to do so as well, so hopefully we get quite a lot this year. Right, so I'm just going to go ahead and put the hazard lights on in case we get any visitors on the farm. Okay, so we're in the cab now, which you guys seem to love so much. I'm going to go ahead and shut up because I'm sure you guys want to hear this. I'll get it started up. And we'll head down to the store. And she's ticking over. There's the T-dub, by the way. We've not actually used that for a few days now. We seem to use it for like all the lighter work, as opposed to the heavier stuff now. But you put your foot down, and she purrs. She absolutely purrs. So we'll take a short drive down to the store. That should be warming up in time. We have locked the cab. Right, let's head out of here. This feels so good being back in this thing. So for those of you that missed the previous videos and series number 1 of this, can't actually see underneath these silly implements. This used to be our tractor. We ended up, well, not us, but the old boss ended up selling it, and we managed to get it back. So it's so good to be back inside. Got a sunroof open. We're taking in the nice summer breeze, although it is due to rain today, as you can see on the PDA right there up in the top. We're doing 33 miles an hour. It's 30 mile an hour speed limit. I think we're going to get away with 3 miles an hour, so I won't bother slowing down. Let's go ahead and indicate down here, and we'll pick up the trailer. Right, okay, everybody, so we are just leaving the store right now. The price of that is about 1,500 quid altogether, about 1,600 rounded up. We've got the Bron trailer. I call it Bron. I've heard some people say Bron. I say Bron personally. Whatever you like. We've got that brand of trailer. Now I have just remembered one thing about this tractor. So who's up for waking up the neighbourhood? I forgot that the boss, our old boss, completely changed the horn on this thing. So as you can see, these people are in their houses enjoying their TV and stuff. Let's wake them up. And one more time. I should have done. So yeah, he put a Dixie horn on this thing. No idea why. And the people that bought it off us didn't bother changing it back. So, oh well. That's still there. I didn't expect that to still be there. Turns out it is. Might change it out, but might not. I mean, it's not very MOT safe. Do tractors need MOT? I don't even know. But by the way, we're heading straight back up to the field that we're going to be working in today. I didn't see the point in driving back to the yard, so we're getting Billy Bob to drive the new Holland down. Right, hopefully we can actually make it across here. Our field's looking beautiful. That should get quite a good yield out of that. We did fertilise that one pretty well. Come on, get over that hill. Right, as you can see, Billy Bob is now switched over into the Puma. We're going to be driving the new Holland. Hope it doesn't break down. I don't have much faith in this thing, unfortunately, but hopefully we get on okay. Right, so let's go ahead and get the pipe out first of all. Let's go ahead and close that menu there. Right, so hopefully we can get it turned on now. She's quite loud. Ear protection is recommended when using this thing. Right, Billy Bob, you ready? Hopefully you can keep up with us. This thing is really fast. That was sarcasm. Right, I'm going to go ahead and get the drone up in the air behind us. Put it on stalk mode so it just follows us basically. Probably need to move you in a little bit actually, Billy Bob. Why aren't you dumping anything? Oh, he is dumping something. There we go, and we're off. So we can see how full he is down in the bottom the bottom corner there. So we're on 5% currently. We've got quite a while. The bronze trader is pretty big, so should be okay. As you see, Billy Bob's trying to stay quite straight here. We've got a speedometer down there, digital, which personally I think is in a bit of a bad place, because you don't want to be looking down there when you're on the road. It's right in the field. But turn. Turn. That was a bit close for comfort there, Billy Bob, if I'm being honest. You got a little bit too close for comfort. I might have to put you out a little bit. Right, so let's go ahead and start taking this Lowback. Now, we've only got one tractor on the go, unfortunately. Our budget only allowed us to cover one tractor. So, unfortunately, we're going to be sat in the field in the forage harvester whilst we wait for this to go unload. Luckily, it's not too far away, but it is further than we'd like. So, we're doing the first round for Billy Bob, and then he's going to go ahead and hopefully do it himself from here on out. Now, I'm trying to think what's going to be the quickest way. I think I may take him up through the village. Yeah, we'll take him up through the... will we? No, we won't. We're going to go this way, because I don't trust him turning that corner. He's not as good as turning as us, so we're going to go ahead and go the long way. It's a little bit longer, but shouldn't matter too much. Alright. So that is working. Good. Well, that should work a bit better now. Let's just go ahead and catch up to him. It should pull in now, and we should start unloading, hopefully. Yep, there we go. That's working now. Cool. So hopefully he doesn't mess us up too much. I'm a little bit breaking the roleplay a little bit scared about this, because these no longer on follow me. Usually I just use follow me. Now he's actually on course play, so he could make an absolute pig's mess of this, but we'll find out. I don't really like using course play for silage because they tend to make a huge mess. But we only have one tractor, so it shouldn't be too bad. Still unloading that magically into the side. Right, turn, Billy Bob. Let's head down this one here. You ready? He's actually doing pretty well. Pretty impressed. Keep an eye on his fuel level though. 45%. So nearly halfway there. Right, okay, so this should be our last load right now. Just had my cup of coffee whilst waiting for them to unload. It went alright, according to Molly. You did alright. So Billy Bob's just coming back now. In fact, I probably should pick it up a bit later. But as you can see, he's going to hopefully swing that around and park it behind us again. We really need to get another silage trailer. I know in real life you'd use more than one trailer, so it's quicker. You're taking more time to do it. You're spending more diesel by having one tractor going back and forth, but... we're on a budget, so we can only afford to rent one trailer. We don't actually own a silage trailer just yet. Could use our normal trailer, but not to worry. Right, let's get the hand throttle on here. Hopefully we start unloading soon. There we go. So yeah, about the wheel cam, the in-cab camera, if you will. I'm going to try and get that replaced as soon as possible. Obviously I've got other things to pay for, so it's not going to be just yet. I'll go looking to see what's wrong with this one. Hopefully I can get a few more videos out of this one, but it's completely broke. I have no idea what's wrong with it. I start recording, and then after about 30 seconds, it just turns itself off. So maybe the battery's gone on it, but then I'm using USB as well, which doesn't make sense. So no idea. Might just get a normal webcam and see if it has like a tripod mount or something. I don't know. We'll look into it, though. We'll look into it. So what we got left? We got... Well, actually, I think this is the last pass. There's a little one over there. And there's a little bit here that we missed earlier. We're going to try and pick that up if we can. So this looks like it's definitely the last load, because that is our last big pass there. Come on, Billy Bob. Push up. Let's head up here. Start turning, or else you're going to end up in a bush, mate. When you end up in the hedgerow there. Right, so yeah, I think that's the last pass away. You just see it in the distance there. So we're going to go ahead and lift this up so we get to the end of the field quickly. Billy Bob's actually keeping up with us pretty well. Right, where's the actual start of that pass? There it is. That's actually there's two small ones here. Let's start putting our hand throttle back on again, just so Billy Bob has time to match our speed. So I do need to roll all this grass out at some point. I think that's what we're going to do to try and keep the grass nice and fresh, get a nice yield out of it. We're going to roll this as soon as possible. Right, here we go. There's two little passes here, but it's not enough to fill the trailer, that's for sure. There's my GoPro going off again. Fantastic. Are you in position yet? Where are you going? There we go. I think what we're going to do at the end of here is turn right and then come back and go from this end, and then we can go straight out the field. I think that's what we're going to do. We're about 50% full so far. I'm actually missing quite a lot here because I was too busy looking down at the field level. I get ready to turn, Billy Bob, even. Turn. Okay, so this is absolutely a last bit here. We're just going to wait for Billy Bob to get into position. Usually when they stop, it means they're good to go. And then we won't get any issues. Is he going to stop? There we go. So we're going to put the hand throttle back on. Unload this final swath here. It's going to be about 65%, I reckon. So we got 3 trailer fulls out of this field, which isn't too bad. It's quite a big trailer, so it's not too bad. Not going to worry about all the scrag ends on this field, because we're just going to go ahead and... right, let's get that header lifted up a minute, because we want to... In fact, we'll get the whole thing turned off. Don't need that anymore. We'll go ahead and put the pipe away here. Right, so what we can do now is go to send driver home. That should send Billy Bob back to the clamp. Meanwhile, we are done with this field here. So thank you very, very much for joining me in this episode. It's been a bit of an odd job video. We've been doing the animals, of course. We also... I'm actually stuck up here. I'm completely stuck up here. Fantastic. Oh, that door does open. Well, thank you for joining me in this vlog. If you did enjoy it, please slap that thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot. I will try and get the wheel cam fixed as soon as possible. I do promise that, so please bear with me, guys. I will try and get it fixed for FS19 for sure. If you did enjoy, please slap the thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot. Hit subscribe to see more from myself. Don't forget to check out the competition down in the description box down below. I've been Simulate Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.